Hello, good morning, everyone. And I would like to thank you to the school authority for giving me chance to present a in-house training on the topic of joyful mathematics. Today, I am going to discuss about a very important topic which will be helpful for everyone who is teaching mathematics uh, from 1 to any class. So these joyful mathematics mainly contain what are the things that first I want to tell you. So what are the things you will learn here? You will learn about that how the class you will make interactive, and the students will enjoy the classroom, and through the enjoyment he will get your topic knowledge also. So that is possible in the classroom also, and we can do it also. The first and we all know that mathematics, how it's seen to the student. We have seen many report cards where you will find that English, Hindi, languages, and the social and other subjects has good marks, but mathematics is very poor marks. So these things, and so many mates and the teachers, students, stress on mathematics. All the environment creates somehow mathematics as a difficult subject and among all the subjects. So these difficulties we will overcome through a joyful mathematics course. That means joyful mathematics will be give you some will be made you somehow a person who will interact with all types of uniqueness of the classroom which are present from the different environments, that's our pupils or our students, and how they will be connected with their subjects. So that we will know in this session. So first I want to keep you pen and copy one page also enough for this. uh, I request all of you to try this one and write in chat box that how this will be possible to draw 4 lines through 9 dots, and the lines can be cross each other also. So if you able to draw, write in the chat box yes, 4 lines will be there only. So I am trying it. Please don't try anyone on the screen. So you try yourself, teachers, and someone has done this one completely. And I think Avinash sir, it's written on the name on the screen. I think it's correct. 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this way we'll see another puzzle. So my main motive is that this type of things are there in mathematics which we can implement in our class before starting the class. That will somehow students brain will warm up. They try to think, they can concentrate one object, that how to think about the whatever given to them, that procedure will come to their mind. So now please try to test your IQ with this given puzzle. Here, what you have to do, you have to add all the same numbers. Suppose 1 to 1, you have to add first, then 2 to 2, 3 to 3. But you have to remember that no line will cross each other. No line or curve will cross each other. So everyone try and write on the chat box that how to add this. So I am giving the answer and please try to make sure that your one is correct or not. So here we have drawn 1 to 1, then 2 to 2, one curve, then draw from 3 to 3 by this way. You go through the this path, and but do not touch the another lines or don't cross the another lines or curves. So this way you can solve it. So now we will go to the another puzzle that so here you have to just move one matchstick to fix the equation. So all of you please try once that you have to move one matchstick and you have to solve this equation. You have to move one matchstick. That means you have to place one matchstick from one place to another place. So if you get any answer, you can write on the chat box that how you got it. Someone is trying. Let's see how he's solving this one. So I'm trying to give the answer. I think someone has given that he want to move this matchstick and want to make this one 5. So I'm trying to give the answer here. So he actually want to make it 5 by moving this matchstick, this one, and he want to put it here. So this will become 5 plus 4 equal to 9. Yes, it's correct answer, and it's very good that someone has done. I think everyone has done this one. Okay, next we will see what is there. Okay, this one is another puzzle where some equations are given. A cross B equal to 72, B cross C equal to 36, and A cross C equal to 32, and we have to find C. We can give this same equation in this way also. Three hearts are there, different 3 colors, red and blue, and blue and green 36. Multiplication of red and green is 32. So find the green one. So I think all of you can do this one. Please try everyone, and if possible to give the answer, please give the answer. 5 plus 4. Virendra Singh, the teacher, has given one answer. This one. So you can write on the chat box. I will wait for it. So what will we see here? So I didn't get any answer till now. Akash Anand has given answer C equal to 1? Is there anyone who has given? So here you check that here A cross C and B cross C. That means they will contain same numbers. So now if we give here C 8 into 4 or 4 into 8, 4 into 9, 9 into 8. So this way we can check it. And I think you can do it. So you will solve, you will try. This one will be for you. And now I am going to the next slide, that is current issues in mathematics teaching and learning. So we all know that mathematics is subject which is different from all the subjects, and people when getting interest in mathematics, then they are telling that mathematics is the queen of all the subjects. So because before that people when it's finding that very difficult, that time so many problems are there around it, that why it makes people feel like that it's difficult, because so many issues are there. We make such an environment around us that mathematics is a difficult subject. You have to give more labor than other subjects. Mathematics, you have to practice, you have to understand, you have to give labor more than another subjects, 5 times more. So this way we are making mathematics a very much difficult subject to the learners. So these things we already know. So here some issues are written: critical issues in mathematics education and myth of the math gene. Some people says that pupils already have this type of capabilities in their gene, that they can solve the logical problems. And we have seen that anxiety also in the pupil in math exam. We have checked so many copies in our exams, end term or midterms. So there we have seen that copies, so many copies has written nothing about any questions answer. And racial equity and math education, we are somehow differencing the pupils to one another. If someone has math genius in the classroom, we are making is a good or bad or something. We are making some remarks on them that makes the difference between the students. So these things are happening in the classroom. The role of fun. So we have so many things in the classroom which should include to make the mathematics joyful, and we can use the technology also effectively to make mathematics to useful to the students and to get the deep knowledge on the subject or topics of different topics of the maths. So now we will see to the next slide. What is there? The concept and principle of joyful learning. So joyful learning means positive intellectual and emotional state of learners. This state or experience is achieved when an individual or a group is deriving pleasure and sense of satisfaction from the process. So this is the main concept, or we can say the principle of the joyful learning, that he or she should get some pleasure from the satisfaction should be there in that process. So we have to know about the teaching method, that how we can present our topic to the students that will be a joyful to the students. So that we are going to see in next slide. What is there? So how to create joyful learning in the classroom. So if we want to make our classroom joyful, so what the things we have to keep in mind? So here I have written some points that find the pleasure in learning. So somehow we have to give pleasure to the pupils, that they will get pleasure during their learning, and we can make our class innovative somehow, that they will enjoy the classroom and we can complete our or we can deliver our topic to the students also. So some people or some scientist, or you can say some research also published that music help people to learning or focus in mathematics. Now so many mathematics study music are also available, apps are available which are help you, which will help you to concentrate or focus in your work. You will get so many things in Play Store that will give you uh, this different type of music. Like now you have a study session, you have working session, you have something other thing. So different works have different music selected them. They have selected and they used it. So these things are there. Now give students choice. We have to give the students to choice their select their thing. We have seen that CBSE is just introduced last year that student can choose that if anyone do not want to proceed with mathematics, so he will appear in the class 10 board exam with basic mathematics. And if anyone want to continue with mathematics with their life learning, so they will take standard mathematics in their board exam. So this way the choice should be there with in the hand of students. Then they can make themselves more interactive in other subject, and they can get whatever knowledge they are getting, they can focus on it. Let students create things. We give to chance to students to create something on their own. Like we can give them some projects which will help to make, like measure the length or area of something, measure the volume of something, give one model and write all the things, its dimensions and its formula and its different aspects, whatever we want to judge from the students, that we can give to the students as a project. So show off student work, we should praise their work, we should give some remarks, because our mind designed such a way that when we are getting some rewards, then it works more better than without reward. Scientists or scientists find these things that rewards give some happiness, like other thing, like when we are you will see that different apps and some things or games, you will reward, you are getting rewards. So that way in our learning process also rewards should be there. If you giving reward to the students, that will give to the happiness to their mind, and they will perform more better than earlier. Get outside, we should take to the students outside, because we have to somehow relate our study materials with the real world, and that will give to them a good connection with the learnings. And now read good books. So we have to suggest some good books. If someone has good quality in learning mathematics, so we have to give some further improvement. So we have to suggest good books to the students, and we should allow to them to access the library. This way we can make the joyful learning in the classroom. 7 principle of learning with e-learning lens. So 7 principle is written. This principle somehow we can impose in our classroom, and that will help them to get more knowledge or joyful, to make them joyful in their learning. Learners at the center, and the social nature of learning. Emotions are integral to learning. Recognize individual differences, stretching all students, assessment for learning, building horizontal connections. So learners at the center, that means center, they should go to the center, because one process, one rituals give, make a habit to them. The social nature of learning, what is the social nature of learning? pupil learning when they have something lack of, or they themselves want to learn. So that time, this type of environment we have to create. Emotions are integral to learning. Some emotional uh, things also we should include when, because students when trying to show their peers, their friends that they are better than, so that type of emotions are also there. They want to make themselves better than others. They want to show some that I am good in this subject. I am, someone is telling, no, if you good in that subject, I am good in another subject. So that way they want to make themselves a better than others. So these are the social things in human being that will be always remain. So we have to keep in mind on those things also, which are uh, students can motivate and recognize individual differences. That thing we already know, that every students coming from different background, and if they are coming from different background, so their knowledge will be different. If their knowledge will be different, so we have to treat everyone in different way. So that's why different methods of teaching we should apply in the classroom. That which student will get which method we don't know. So that according to differences of the students, we have to apply different methods. Stretching all students, we have to stretch all the students. Assessment for learning, that is already we are doing, but that assessment records should be there. Building horizontal connections, and the previous topic, next topic, and the assessment all should be somehow linked. And we should link with their different knowledges also. Understanding based knowledge, comprehension based knowledge, analysis based knowledge, and their evaluation based knowledge. All the knowledge should be completed due all with our curriculums, or whatever we are applying in classroom or in their learnings, that we have to understand. Instructional strategies and approaches for joyful learning. Instructional strategies. So what will be our strategies that we will get a joyful learning? So we have to be cooperative, and cooperative learning we can impose to the students, that you have given one problem and makes them a group. They cooperate each other. That way they can solve, they can discuss, because sometimes they are understanding better than teacher. Means they getting the concept easily from their friends, because their languages are same. Teachers language will be some technical language with the uh, topics, but student they friends will teach them very their common languages. So that is somehow helping very much to the students. Group discussions, so we can make a group discussion on a topic. We have given one topic, and we have given chance to them that in this group someone make one writing, and tell something or discuss something. So this way, independent study, portfolio, we should maintain journals, learning logs, role playing, cognitive organization, literature response, service learning, issue based inquiry. This all we know, this will help in our learning of joyful mathematics. So this will be the strategies to give the joyful learning to the students. So we should keep in mind these things. Outdoor mathematics. So in outdoor mathematics, you can apply this type of things. Go on a safe scavenger hunt, have an even and odd number beanbag close game, and take out some cards and play a math card game. So when we are going for a picnic, then childrens are there, and we tell them that you collect the leaves and write the same number of pebbles. If you have written one number to the leaf, and you told them that give keep some pebbles on the leaf, and the same number of pebbles should be there. So this way the games we can start with the children's. So go on a math walk, play side walk, chalk number line race, make a life size 100 stars, measure nature. These are all the secondary or uh, up to class 5 level. These games we can apply. This type of things are there. We can use many way in our creative way. That can be anything. So some examples are here given. Here plates are kept on the table and numbers are written, balls are there, colors are there, so they can differentiate the color, they can differentiate the numbers, they can recognize the numbers, and they can connect the numbers and the object. That thing will be possible if this type of things is happening in their life, in their learning process. Because if all the things will be verbal, then somehow this thing will be abstract to them. If you are giving abstract thing, they are not connecting with the real things, then it will be very difficult for them to make a image of this of their real life problem and their booking problems. So here one puzzle is given. There we have seen that how it's continue. So this type of puzzle we can use to their study. Next we will see that lack of practice. Maths is learned only by doing. Doing develops understanding. Such a beautiful logic. No mugging find it so easy for ever recalling. Recognize you have an advisor to math, whether it's full blown math phobia or just a few math blocks here are there. Make a conscious decision to do something about it. Give yourself a regular math workout, however small to start with. You will find it all gets easier. Find, and you will soon enjoy math once again. So these are the some things which we can apply as better in maths learning, and it will make joyful also. So this quotation we all know that I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. We all know the meaning of this, that when we are anything doing, so that time it's better than only hear and to see something. So by doing learning is now very much important in our education system. So we have to make project based learning, we have to make outside learning. Suppose we have given a field to measure the students their length, and we can get the data, we can make table statistics, then area related problems, all the things we can solve by doing also. So that thing we can do in our curriculum. So we already know about Indian genius Sir Ramanujan, who lived from 1887 to 1920, and we all know about him. He was a very famous Indian mathematician. He himself did not completed his 10th, so he got very difficulties to get a simple job. He got a clerical job last, and there he saw his mathematics to his honor. Then he suggests someone to contact, and then later he gone to Cambridge University. There he worked with great mathematicians G.H. Hardy, and his birth centenary was celebrated in 1987. So we all know about this mathematician genius of India, Ramanujan. Sir Ramanujan done so many works in his small span of life, and he has given so many things to us, and he has given that he is a icon also, that for anything you have, family, you have anything, but you can do whatever you want. He was married very early, but he continued with his work, and in small his life duration, whatever he discovered, till now people thinking about this. So he is a great mathematician, and great motivation for us also. So I want to conclude it here. So thank you all of you to listen this session carefully. Thank you and have a nice day.